All right, let's dive into a crazy thought experiment. You look up at the night sky, at our familiar moon. But what if it wasn't there? What if, in its place, was the colossal gas giant Jupiter? It's a scenario that's both mind-blowingly beautiful and absolutely terrifying.
For a few fleeting moments, you would witness the most spectacular, awe-inspiring sight anyone has ever or will ever see.
And I mean about 5 minutes. Because after that short window, the very planet beneath your feet is going to start to tear itself apart in the most violent way you can imagine.
Okay, but before the world ends, let's just pause and appreciate the view. What would we actually be looking at?
First off, get the image of a small disk in the sky out of your head. Jupiter wouldn't just be bigger, it would completely dominate our vision. You know how the moon takes up about half a degree in the sky? Well, Jupiter would stretch across a whopping 20 degrees. It would just be this inescapable, swirling giant hanging right over us.
To put that another way for you, it would look an incredible 40 times larger than our full moon. Seriously, it'd be so big and so bright you could probably see it plain as day.
And the level of detail? Wow. You wouldn't need a telescope to see its famous Great Red Spot, or all those colorful churning cloud bands. You could even spot its 4 biggest moons, Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto, just hanging there like little marbles dancing around this huge planet. It would be a truly amazing sight. Now, I hope you enjoyed that mental image, because things are about to get very, very bad.
So yeah, that beautiful spectacle, it very quickly turns into a gravitational nightmare. The beauty just gives way to pure, destructive physics.
The big killer here is something called tidal forces. We're all familiar with how the moon's gravity pulls on our oceans to create tides, right? Well, Jupiter's influence is on a whole other level. It's not just a pull, it's the difference in that pull between the side of Earth facing Jupiter and the side facing away. It would literally start to stretch our planet like a piece of taffy.
And the reason this is so extreme is just Jupiter's ridiculous mass. It's 318 times more massive than Earth, and all that mass translates into an absolutely apocalyptic gravitational tug.
This sets off a horrifying chain reaction. First, that insane gravitational pull yanks all the water on the planet toward it, creating global tsunamis kilometers high. But it's not just the water. The solid crust of the Earth gets pulled too, causing every single tectonic plate to crack at the same time. And of course, that triggers a worldwide volcanic collapse. All of this, it happens in the first few minutes.
And if that wasn't insane enough, the pull would create what are called land tides. The actual ground you're standing on, the solid rock, would start heaving up and down by hundreds of meters, as if the entire planet had turned into a stormy ocean. A planet simply cannot handle that kind of stress. Those initial tsunamis and earthquakes, they're just the opening act for Earth's complete and total structural failure.
This brings us to a cool concept in astrophysics called the Roche limit. Think of it like a celestial body's personal space bubble. You get too close to a bigger object, and its tidal forces will just rip you to shreds. For Earth, that danger zone around Jupiter is about 100,000 kilometers. Now, the moon's orbit is further out, around 384,000 kilometers, so we wouldn't be torn apart instantly. But believe me, that is zero comfort.
So what happens instead? Well, this slide really shows the difference. The moon gives us a gentle squeeze, creating our normal tides. Jupiter's grip would be this relentless, planet-shattering force. All of that constant stretching and squishing of Earth's rock would generate an unbelievable amount of friction and heat. It's a process called tidal heating. And this tidal heating, it's the final nail in the coffin. It doesn't just trigger volcanoes, it fundamentally remakes our entire planet into something straight out of hell. The solid interior of the Earth would melt into a global ocean of magma. All that molten rock would erupt everywhere, completely repaving the surface of the planet. And as if that's not bad enough, Jupiter's huge gravity would start sucking away our atmosphere, and its powerful magnetic field would blast the surface with radiation thousands of times stronger than a lethal dose. In the end, Earth would just stop being a planet. It would still be there, in a way, but as something totally new and unrecognizable, Jupiter's newest and deadest moon. I mean, this table just puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? We'd go from a familiar friend in the sky creating gentle tides to a terrifying giant unleashing absolute catastrophe. We trade a stable home for a new life as a fried volcanic moon that's constantly being blasted with deadly radiation. It's A horrifying transformation.
It's a terrifying scenario for sure, but it really makes you appreciate how delicate and balanced our own solar system is. It also makes you wonder, right? Out there in the vastness of space, with all its chaotic and wild planetary systems, how many worlds that could have supported life have met a fate just like this one?